my bonus, my long-term bonus is 50% made up of targets that are not money related. 50% of my targets are related to greenhouse gas emission, energy efficiency, and what kind of growth do we generate. Now, speaking about some of the practical challenges, how do you convince your supervisory board? How do you convince shareholders that they allow you to do that? You increasingly are being, I think, challenged to come with these kind of measures in having a more integral and more, I would say, inclusive kind of growth trajectory. You need to prove that it's economically sensible also for shareholders. And we put a lot of effort into that, and I think together with Philippe's organization, there are very important steps that we need to take to become better in our conversation to shareholders, to communicate that sustainable growth is in the end something that we need to accomplish. Now, what are the benefits that we see in our organization now being 4 years down the road? Let me start maybe not even with financials. First one is our employee engagement, and the kind of recruits that we get in the organization is completely different. We get cold calls from people of leading universities who probably 10 years ago would have never, ever decided to work for DSM. Now, in the war for talent, and particularly this part of the world, just the fact that this is such a dominant part of our managing board agenda is very, very important. Next, if you look at the kind of margins and growth ratios that we get from products that have those characteristics, they're better than the rest. So economically, it makes for us sense. And maybe last but not least, the kind of reputation that we start to develop in the world is probably also different than what we had